Hello everybody, welcome back to this Suikoden 4 walkthrough. This is the rematch, I guess, of the final naval battle. So in the last video, I failed pretty hard, and we'll see if I learned my lesson. To me already, again, I don't really like the way my ship is set up here. I really feel like Conrad should be kind of like the only good cannon operator for that ship. Maybe not. Maybe it might not be a bad idea to diversify a little bit, but you know, just off the top of my head, I feel like on the left side there, I thought I should have had like somebody with a really good wind cannon, which would have been like Maxine. And then off to the right, I feel like Jean would have been a better choice. So we'll see how things actually turn out here. But you know, I guess just looking at this again, I don't really know what I was thinking as far as how I was setting up at the time. You know, again, I kind of feel like there's some better choices, I guess. So we'll see. Again, we'll see how everything pans out. I know I won this time, so I'm curious, kind of curious how everything went down. A lot of it, I think, could have been, you know, I think I could have done a better job in the last video if I would have just played things a little bit better. Like again, I don't feel like I was set up very well, rune cannon wise. But that being said, I think I still probably could have pulled it off if I would have just, you know, used said cannons better and positioned myself a bit better, because I made some really poor decisions. So again, we'll see how this one all turns out, but yeah. Alright, so the guy in ship, that's the right side. So Jean should be, yeah, that should be a good pick, in my opinion there. Warlock and Taisuke, I don't know. You know, again, I feel like a lightning cannon is the best on that right side. And then probably like a fire cannon as a backup for once that miner ship, I don't know if that's what you want to call it, or if that's a good explanation for it, or label. But yeah, Pablo wouldn't have been so bad there, I think. Alright, well, this is how it's going to go down, so we'll see here. But again, yeah, so the wind cannon here on this first ship, I feel like that's the best setup, and then I think a fire backup would have been okay. And then the main ship, you know, the fire main cannon, I think probably would have been the best. You know, like, whereas, you know, Conrad, I feel like would have been the best choice there. And then I guess with a wind backup, you know, because this other minor ship or whatever, the one with the wind cannon and the earth cannon, is going to come into range soon-ish. And then yeah, it does look like these my other two ships here, I feel like those are set up pretty well. Lightning and a water. You know, again, I don't really know about that water cannon. Maybe a fire would have been better. But, you know, we'll see how it all turns out here. Oh, here we go. Alright, so this should be a what? A wind gunter? Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, so that was the ship is facing us, so there's no chance of return fire, so it's just, you know, fire whichever more powerful cannon you've got at it, I guess. And here I feel like I did a little better job, too, of just keeping everybody bunched up. And then there you go. So not letting that ship, you know, shoot at me without a chance to retaliate at all. That was a good plan there too. So I didn't see, what did they fire with? I did 7 damage though. Gunter is so weak. Almost anyone with a wind cannon rune or wind rune would have been better for that. And here, if I'm not careful, I'm going to get attacked by that ship and not be able to return fire. So, oh, there we go. That's a good shot. So this should be a lightning. And I bet I didn't. No, I did. Okay. So alright, so whatever. They fired lightning too, so they just nullified. No big deal. That ship is in danger, though, of being attacked from the... whatever. Would it be the rear? Can't tell what direction it's facing now. But okay, so it looks like that one, the ship that's got all the health up there, it looks like it's really slow. So that's a good thing. Here we go. Alright, so... Oh, okay, so I guess we have better range than them, apparently. They didn't get to return fire. Wow! So that was Gene. Gene doing work, and here, again, now I'm not going to be able to fire at all, so we'll see how yeah, that's probably a good choice to leave it like that. This should be a wind shot. So Gunter again, and again, he's not going to do anything anyway. even if they wouldn't have fired that that wind cannon. Yeah, Gunter's just horrible. Doesn't have any power at all. So he's more just to waste time, I guess. Should be Gary again. Boom! Okay, so they must have tried to shoot us with the water cannon. Or the water rune. And okay, so here we go. They actually apparently tried to board me. So I'm guessing this doesn't turn out real well. I think if I remember right, anytime I got boarded, I got destroyed. And I'm not really sure why that's that, or why the game is this way. Like, I feel like anytime you get boarded, they do so much damage. And I mean, these characters I'm sure have no gear and no runes. I don't even know if you can use runes, actually. I don't think you can. But yeah, these guys are gonna go down here, so that's that. So, you know, some of that, I don't know if I could say that it was, you know, couldn't be avoided. But, yeah, I guess the only other way to prevent that from happening would have been to just hit them really hard and really, really fast. And I would have needed different rune cannon operators and different setups to do that, because I just wasn't doing, obviously, didn't do enough damage fast enough to prevent that from happening. And so again, now here Gunter's been firing on this ship the whole time and doing almost nothing. Now granted, again, they've fired some wind shots at me anyway, so there wasn't a whole lot I could do, but still, he was not doing much good. And there we go. They finally caught a little bit of a break here, so that ship should be destroyed. Boom, Gene doing work. Unfortunately, I can't. If I could sneak behind my main ship there, I could get some shots in at this guy. But here we go. We outflanked this guy by a little bit, and Maxine should be doing some serious damage here. Boom! There we go. All right, so there's another one down. Obviously, the numbers are very much in our favor now. Again, now, unfortunately, I've only got, you know, my main ship that's got a fire rune, and I feel like, you know, that's the way to go. And I have Nalio as my operator. That's just horrible. I don't know why I put Nalio there. That should have been Conrad for sure. Oh well. Oh, all right, fired the water cannon there. Didn't get any damage off, and here we go. Here's where the real damage will come in. Obviously, Gene's ship survived, which was huge. She is going to be doing some major work. Look at that. And if I could get in range with this other ship and fire at the backside of it, that would have been the best. Unfortunately, I didn't. Looks like we're just gonna trade. I'm assuming I'm gonna take a huge hit. Wow, yeah, that was, I almost got one shot there. Alright, let's, looks like I could've, oh, I can't shoot through my own ship apparently. I thought you could. There we go. Alright, let's see another pick here. Katarina again. This was probably not the worst idea. You know, being that there was, I was gonna be so vulnerable. Yeah, there we go. Nice. You know, again, so there's so many shots that he could have, or the CPU could have picked there, you know, to return fire on me, and kind of at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, you know, what you pick. You know, nothing is completely safe. You know, you're most likely always going to take some return fire, but if you are going to attack, you might as well attack with somebody with a really strong rune cannon. And Katarina definitely fit the bill there. So, you know, long story short, that all worked out. It was definitely, that is the toughest fight, you know, by far. I think in every single other naval combat battle you're in, it's pretty easy to exploit the enemy ship's weaknesses, but in that case, you know, again with those 4 rune cannons, there's no safe way to go about it, you know. So kind of just takes a little bit of luck, and you know, definitely, like I said, stack the deck. If you're gonna fire, you know, at least fire with somebody that's gonna be doing a ton of damage. So this is the detachment party. If I remember right, there's a couple of treasure chests in here that you'll want to grab. So we'll definitely go about doing that. As far as my character's levels and whatnot, I don't really remember. But Ted is just a complete powerhouse. So again, you know, if you don't use him in your like your main party, I guess I would try to make sure that he's in this detachment party, because he's gonna do some serious work. Here's the hero's helmet, so that and I don't know. I'm really annoyed by the unique armor sets in this game. A, that they don't you know, carry over, and then B, we're at the very there you go. There's a cape of darkness there on the, what is that, the governor's corpse, I assume that is. But anyway, so you know, A, that they're so spread out and they don't carry over into New Game Plus. And then look at this hero helmet. We didn't get it until the final dungeon. It's just, I don't know, that seems really stupid. I mean, whatever. I guess, again, you know, again, I guess the good thing about that, or maybe I need to look at it a different way. The good thing about it is, since you can't carry it over, you may as well equip it on your final party anyway. So, you know, you could look at it that way too, I guess. So anyways, again, now back to this place. This is kind of, I don't know if I'd say it's a maze. It's pretty easy. This entire game, you know, the dungeons aren't, short of the ruins, the Obel ruins can be a little rough, just because, you know, it is a bit of a maze. But everything else, and including this one, it's pretty straightforward. So basically, you know, climb up the staircase and then explore the floor before you go up any farther. You know, again, if I remember right, there's a couple more treasures somewhere around here. And for this final party here, it looks like I don't know, maybe Ted was just so high that I was able to release the enemies and not have to fight. Here we go. It looks like we got a hairball, and fairly certain I actually fought this, so let's see how I took him out. Judgment, that's gonna be pretty huge. I don't know, Vicky's rune is not all that great. And these other two are they're not geared, and their weapons are not leveled at all, I don't think. So, they're really not going to be doing much. You know, again, Ted's going to be doing 2,300 some damage right there. It's nuts. He's going to be doing the work. And then Vicky, I believe I had the water rune equipped on her too, so it's probably not a bad idea to at least have somebody that can heal, which is probably what I should have done there. I don't know that 24 damage was really needed. Boom! Stone of Speed, nice. That's pretty lucky that I got that. I don't think that drops every time. Oh, and then we got a Chaos Shield. That's another item. I'm not 100% sure if that transfers over or not on New Game Plus. I feel like it does, but again, I'm not 100% sure. Alright, let's get up to this next floor here. Yeah, and so this whole dungeon, in all honesty, it's kind of lame. There's nothing really fancy about it. It's just kind of a couple of staircases and a couple of rooms. But that's alright, I guess. And, yeah, I guess Ted must just be so high that I'm able to let these things go without fighting. Which, isn't a bad idea. They're really, in all honesty, and I don't remember what the loot tables for these are, but it can't be anything special because I'm not fighting. But I got a goddess robe. I think that's a set item, the goddess set, right? I don't know. Anyways, but so these guys, again, no, they don't really drop anything decent, and there really isn't any reason to fight them, So if you're able to do this, I guess go ahead. Otherwise, I guess I'd say try to conserve your magic. If you've got like mushrooms and stuff, then maybe it doesn't really matter anyway. But yeah, I guess I didn't look. Well, there's nothing in that last room, huh? Lame. But yeah. Anyway, so again, save your magic. I guess stay healed up. Be prepared. I guess right up here, or before I get into any major fights, I'll try to point out, where a decent spot is to heal. That is coming right up. So. I believe this detachment party has a boss fight, which is, I don't know, if I remember right, it was pretty easy. And then the main party has the more difficult boss fight. Again, that's if I remember right. It's been a little while since I played this, so we'll see if I was right or not. Otherwise, I guess if you're having problems with this area, there's the old mixed herbs. Nice. Fortune orb. I don't know. That comes in handy, I guess, for the next, like a New Game Plus. But even then, it's not all that useful, I guess. I think this is it, though. I think this is right when you walk through this door. Make sure. Actually, I should say on this side of the door, I'd heal up and make sure you're all prepared. As I believe this is the boss room. Yeah, yes, it is.
What? Why are you here? Answer me.
Long time no see. I heard rumors about you, and I just had to find out for myself if they were true.
I see. So it was you all along, wasn't it? You were the one who spread the information about the Scarlet Moon army breaking through our northern border.
You're quite right. That, in fact, was me. But I'll have you know, that information wasn't false.
Oh my.
So, you used your family in your homeland. Your skills in manipulation haven't faded in the least.
Whoa. Nada takes one for the team. I thought that guy was dead.
It's poisonous. Be careful. Please.
He's like a Brett from Archer,
How
just a
ridiculous.
bloodmobile.
A small-time crook trying to pass himself off as virtuous.
Small-time crook trying to pass himself off as, I don't know.
Ridiculous show.
I think he just kind of saved her life, so kind of virtuous. Yeah, maybe not the most honest of people, but I don't think Cray can say much about that. All right, so this is it. You know, don't hold back. Take this guy to town. Wow, 260? Okay. Is that Mille? I forget her name. She just crushed him. Okay, you know, that's probably nothing compared to what Ted just did, but still. I don't. What did I use there? Oh, I must have healed with Vicky there. Probably not a bad idea. I think he's got some. Oh wow. Okay, well that's the end of that. Okay, so that's all it took was. Wow. Yeah, that was a really good heal. That must have been the 3rd tier water rune. That was insane. Okay, so there's my character's levels. 71 on Ted. That's quite a bit of leveling there. Same with Vicky. Those two are really leveled, actually, and Melee there too. Hervey not so much. I think Hervey was just along for the ride. All right, let's get out of here. I don't know if, you know, the dialogue changes depending on who you bring with, or if that dialogue right there, you know, stays the same no matter what. You know, regardless if it's always Ted that says it, or if there's somebody else. I don't know.
This one.
It's probably not all that important.
All that's left is.
Okay, so what's Eleanor up to? I don't know what Agnes can do there. You know, if these guys can attach runes or not, I don't think so, but... I kind of feel like I should have brought her with. Seems like she's got something, you know, a personal score to settle there with Cray, but I didn't. Because I'm a horrible person. Alright, Jean, Kika, and Mitsuba, I assume here is my... Yep. Oh, Rita. Wow, I leveled Rita really high, too. And then, I don't know if Oscar was the best choice to bring as the support, because, again, there's nothing really good as far as drops go here. But here I would definitely suggest okay, so it looks like I'm equipping some of the unique gear. Looks like Kika's getting most of the hero set. The hero shield is not usable by most characters, so that's who I left that stuff on. the main character. What did I put? The Pirate King set, and then the third set. What's the third set? The Guardian set? Is that the third unique set? I think that went on Jean, if I remember right. So that is the three. You know, that's the three unique sets, and then I don't know what Mitsuba is equipped with. Probably a bunch of garbage. You know, again, you know, once you're done here, the gear that's on these characters is going to disappear. So, you know, again, equip them with a bunch of crap, or at least the items that you know, we're not going to be able to carry over anyway. The three unique sets, the wooden amulet, I should have equipped that on somebody, which it doesn't look like I did. And then, I don't know, I think like the blue ribbon or something, but don't quote me on that one. Maybe that is, I don't think that's able to be carried over. There's probably a good list somewhere, but you know, the other thing that you can always do is level yourselves up, you know, a little bit. You don't have to go crazy overboard. Even I feel like, you know, in the 70s is way more than you need to beat the game. So, you know, again, I wouldn't say that you need to go that high, but if you want to save as much gear as you can and still have a fairly easy time beating the final boss, you know, just level yourselves up a bit, equip some crummy runes, and go to town. You know, on the other hand, if a new game plus isn't what you're going to be interested in doing anyway, then you know, by all means, don't bother. You know, equip whatever you want, and just destroy this guy. Call it a day. Did I do a bunch of... Okay, yeah, here we go. Alright, so you gotta come in here. Kind of feels a little redundant, but grab the stairwell key or whatever that was. Oh, I think I tried to use a escape talisman there, and I don't think it'll let you. Because I think you have to go now all the way down, if I remember right. Which is super annoying. One of my big gripes about the original Halo, I know this is completely, well, maybe not completely random, but you know, it's one of those games that's pretty great, you know, or it was pretty great back in its day. But the one thing that always bothered me about that was, like, you'd go through the level, and then they'd make you, like, go through the level in reverse. You know? So it was like, man, seriously? So this felt exactly like that. So, you know, you go through it once, and then technically you go up all the way up the stairs again with your other party, and now we have to come back. So... You know, again, pretty lame, but, oh well. Alright, what are we doing? Oh, we're still going downstairs. I do like that I had at least this rune equipped. I probably no, I was gonna say I could have equipped the champion rune on one of these groups, but you know, then I think you lose it. So, whereas this rune, actually, you know, I could have equipped this rune, because I think I had more than one. I could be wrong, but you know, that slash rune I could have equipped on that other party, and then, you know, just killed everything instead of running. I guess it doesn't really matter. It ended up kind of ends up being the same deal anyway. Oh, looks like we got a little treasure chest here though. All right. Magic Canceller. That's one of those items that I feel like could be really good, but I never really utilized it. You know, if I remember right, it like nullifies one enemy magic spell per combat round or something like that. So, you know, on something like the hairballs, the angel hairballs specifically, I feel like it could be pretty useful. You know, they've got one of those spells that'll just one shot, you know, one of your characters. It does something like, what is it? It's like the level 4 lightning spell. You know, so it'll just destroy a character. But, you know, that could prevent it. Whereas, who knows though, you know, there's a chance that he would just use the like his entire group attack. What does it do, like the level 2 water spell or something like that? So you never know how it you know, it'll all turn out, but the point is it could be really good. So it looks like there's some different enemies up here. What was that little flame ball looking thing? I'm not sure, but you know, again, I didn't bother with worrying about the loot tables here. If I remember right, there really isn't anything good. Maybe some decoration items, but my opinions on those and their usefulness are extremely low. Not a huge decorator. If you could see my house, you'd know that. But you can't. Alright, anyways, it looks like we gotta be getting close to the top now, right? Man, what is this, Final Fantasy VII? Shinra Tower here? Why don't they just call this Shinra Tower? Good game. I gotta do a walkthrough for that bad boy one of these days. One of these days when I get good. We'll see. We'll see. I suppose it's bound to happen sooner or later. It's funny, Final Fantasy series is probably still my favorite series, you know? But I don't think I've done any walkthroughs for Final Fantasy yet. Actually, I know I haven't. Seems a bit silly. Alright, there's another mixed herbs. Always a good item, and actually quite useful, especially now. And here you've got a convenient save orb. Now, again, just remember that this, you know, this save is, this is it, you know. So, just remember, there's no way to get back from here. So, you know, if you're ill-prepared, well, you're going to be in trouble.
So,
you might not have a good day.
O rune of punishment.
So you've returned. Wait, what?
The visions of the runes pass. You should have seen them too.
He said he wanted some bread.
Bread. Huh.
Jeez, be more crazy.
Wonderful. I too would like to hold the rune of punishment once more and play with those sweet memories.
To hold the rune of punishment once more. Dun dun dun. So if you hadn't
that rune chose us.
if you hadn't known it yet, I suppose it's
This
pretty clear
country
that
must
Cray
grow
actually had the rune at one
stronger.
point.
The islands, your lives, you exist only to fulfill our destiny, as does the rune. When it comes to a battle of wills, I have no doubt
Okay.
that mine shall
Well.
prevail against yours.
Does seem like he's got his mind pretty well set there. pretty sweet glowing he's got there. Okay. Here we've got some sort of spooky glowing multi-leaf change coloring tree. I got nothing. I got nothing on this one. Alright. We're gonna bring this to a close here. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. But hope these guys are helpful. And hope you guys join me for what I think will be the last video. Guess we'll see. Alright. Thanks for watching.